The corn whispers with the cries of the dead. Antietam National Battlefield.
Greetings from Cuyahoga Falls. My name is Jehovah. Welcome back to War of Rights. It is Saturday and we're hanging out with the UEC. Thank you to everyone in the UEC for once again allowing me to be here for these excellent events. And this is going to be a doozy. This is the Bloody Lane. You can see off in the distance, that is the Muma farm on fire. And out that way, you can see far in the distance there, that's the Miller farm. And that is the Dunker Church. Okay, out that way, you can kind of see the cornfield out to the right of the Miller farm. And far in the distance, those woods, those are the North Woods. That's where the Union First Corps attacked this field early in the morning on September 17th, 1862. Now, we didn't get to this part of the battlefield until about 9 a.m., Around that time, we look over this way. This is the Pry Ford, okay? So you had 2nd Corps under Sumner coming across this way. Now what happens is Sumner and Sedgwick, well, Sumner goes with Sedgwick and pushes his division straight across into the West Woods in that area. West Woods are right there behind the Dunker Church. So they go into the West Woods somewhere between the Dunker Church and the Miller farm, and just get totally smashed by a Confederate counterattack from left of the camera. Sumner did not wait for his other two divisions, so you had the division of French, and you had the division of Richardson in the 2nd Corps coming up this way behind, and French, when he gets out to this area, he's lost contact with Sumner and Sedgwick. He doesn't really know where to go. He knows he's supposed to go in this general direction, but when he looks out in this field right in front of camera, he sees Union soldiers there. That's going to be the 12th Corps, the division of George Sears Green. By the way, if you haven't researched George Sears Green, you need to check that guy out. Awesome commander, did great work throughout the war. So anyway, at this point, French decides he's going to go to the left to support. And when he does, he runs into D.H. Hill. Now, D.H. Hill started, his division had 5 brigades that morning. He had already sent 3 of them up this way toward the cornfield and the East Woods. So he's only got 2 brigades left. 1 brigade under Robert Rhodes, which is going to be the Alabama, and they're going to be in this area stretching all the way down to the Hagerstown Turnpike. And then he's going to have Anderson here as well. Now, Anderson is going to get shot, mortally wounded back here in this area trying to rally his troops. So a bloody, bloody engagement. You've got 2 divisions against 2 brigades. That's what we're dealing with here. And the fact that the Union Army didn't just completely sweep through the Confederates and destroy Robert E. Lee's center is mind-boggling, because they very nearly did. And Richardson is going to be mortally wounded up here in this area. He's going to be trying to get an artillery piece in line because the Confederates have artillery up here on this hill. So we got Confederates out here shooting artillery. D.H. Hill retreats. Longstreet is back here. He's actually holding the horses of his own staff while they man a gun. That's how desperate this fight became. And Longstreet said it himself. You know, D.H. Hill's counterattacks here against the Union are really what punched the Union in the mouth and made them stop. Of course, when Richardson is mortally wounded, there's really no good field commanders on the field at that point. So McClellan sends over Winfield Scott Hancock, one of my favorite Union generals. But he tells him to stay. He tells him to stop and just hold this position. So unfortunate for the American Army. They could have, I mean, at this point, Robert E. Lee has sent everything he has on the left up here, just about, to counterattack and push Sumner out of the West Woods. And he didn't have a lot to defend here. Did not have a lot of men to push this way, so could have been a little funky. Now let's talk about what's different with the game map and in real life. Okay, so you can see that the Bloody Lane has a bend in it right here, right? And if you look all the way to the left, you can see that road where it hits. That's the Hagerstown Turnpike, and it goes straight up to the Dunker Church. Now, where we're looking at, center of camera, about where that tree is, that's where the visitor center is today. Well, in the game, they've got the roulette farm. What you're looking at, that's the roulette farm off in the distance. They've got that a little bit too far to the right. Actually, the road breaks off right here and goes that way. So the roulette farm really should be a little bit to the left. All right, the game has started. Let's stop talking history. Let's start talking the event. Thank you all for being here. I really appreciate it. Thank you again to the UEC for letting me do this. And we'll go with the 51st New York as they attack this position. And you can see already going all the way to the right-hand side of the lane, trying to get an advantage on the Union if they come this way. This is one of the attack vectors for the Union. Artillery already going off, and you can see the Union starting to come this way. 51st New York wasting no time. See, one of the best ways to attack this field in War of Rice is to come down this fence line and go straight into the point of contention right over there. So you'll see the Union break off an attack on the left and on the right. So far, most of their troops are going to be on the Confederate right. Here they come. Colquitt's brigade out in the van, and they're going to hit the flank of the 51st New York. But the New Yorkers see him coming. Boy, a full press by the Union here. I love this aggressive tactic. And they are on the flank of the Confederates. And the 51st New York paying a heavy toll. They're going to have to get their men facing that direction to put fire on Colquitt. And you can see they're doing it. Flag bearer going down. The Union, they've got more straight up front. Here they come. They are really being aggressive on this corner. I love it. French Legion. They're going to charge right into the New Yorkers. And the men from New York trying to hold their ground, but just a flood of Yankees. And they continue to push. Colquitt has joined in. And the Confederates, they can't do anything about it. They've got to get out. They're going to hope to get out with their flags. See, Carcass still chasing Henning here. He thought better of it. So the Union has been successful. And the Confederates pushing up as well to get in behind them. Look at this. Great tactic. Alabama German Legion, no surprise. That's James Ryan with the flag. Again, historically, when James Ryan carries a flag, the Confederates win the battle. Beautiful flag, too. Gotta love the detail that the developers of this game have put into it. I mean, look how beautiful that is. So the Alabama deciding not to use cover in this case. Question is, do the Yankees see them? You can see there's a lot of Confederates back at the spawn point now. Those Union really put a hurting on them right there. And there you go, flagman going down. Alabama has made their presence known. Now the bad part about being in this position is you're going to have Union respawning behind you, and they've got the fence on their backs for cover. But it won't be long until this position is exposed. Hopefully, I'm assuming the Alabama want to draw the Union away from the lane, and that is what they're doing in part. You can see 52nd New York moving that way, emptying in the van. They've got their stickers out. There's Andrew Walsh. They're coming in with the bayonet. Let's go with them. Alabama sees them coming. And they are skedaddling. Oh, James Ryan goes down. Confederates are going to high kick it out of here. Woo! Artillery already lighting up the field. And it looks like the Union's going to let them get away. But they drove them off. So the Union shown a lot of muscle so far. Alabama's not going to go far before they turn around and give it back to you, though. See the boys in blue getting their reloads in. Love to see the flags in the chat. Make sure to throw it out there. We already got a 20th New York flag. Speaking of, where are those New Yorkers? Oh, man, Union. Look at Colonel Doug. On the flank, Alabama German Legion in a lot of trouble now. They got one on their front and one on the flank. And they are way far away from where they need to be. Oh, they got another regiment coming in as well. This is going to be death for Alabama. They've got to get out of here. And you can see a heads-up play. They are trying to get out with their lives. A strong Union push here, but they are drawing the Union away from the point of contention. Now, you can see they're not completely distracted. We've got guys going directly for it. He's got his sword out. It's going to be our French Legion, and here they come. Going straight for the point of contention, not wasting any time. They want to win this battle, and they want to win it now. So Thurgoorn, he's trying to get in there, but Confederates are making their way back to the point of contention. And this is the winning strategy. This is what you want to do. Get your men on that fence and hold it against the Confederate counterattacks. Oh, man. Flagman trying to get away was murdered. And what's left of the 8th Alabama German Legion coming down the hill. Already an exciting battle. You can see the Union really taking it to the streets early. I love it. So, will the Confederates be aggressive themselves? You can see here we've got 4th New Jersey here. Large mass of Confederates, 51st New York, some 18th North Carolinas in here. And there it is. The Union have taken the point of contention. That is the counterattack. 20 minutes left on the counter clock. 52nd New York coming up to join the French Legion, and they have taken an early advantage in this one. Boy, oh boy, and the Confederates looking like they're on their heels as the Union came out swinging, and they've got men in position to help each other. There's the 20th Georgia, 2nd Cav as well. You can see Jumbo bringing the men down. Georgia wearing Yankee blue and New Yorkers wearing Confederate gray. And the Union really showing a lot of strength early on. Already the Confederates are engaged, and we've only got 19 minutes left on the counter clock. Jumbo knows Confederates are going to come from this direction, but he's got his flank exposed. Here comes a lot of Confederates, and they don't see him. 20th Georgia here in a lot of trouble. And the Confederates move in. Close range fire and the bayonet. Alabama German Legion coming for revenge, coming for their flag. Will they be enough? Because there's a whole lot of Union here. They were able to push through the 20th Georgia, but now they've run into a strong defensive position. They can see their flag out there, and they want it. You can bet your ass on that. Who's got the green heart today? Who's going to go for that flag? There he is, Private Splatter. Go get it, Splatter. Let's see if he survives. Using the fence as cover. He's got the flag. Go, Splatter, go. Go, Splatter, go, go. He got it. Hey. That's a brave man. Green Heart of Valor awarded. Private Splatter. Well done. You see the Union still holding on to this position. A mixed bag as the Confederates are now getting counterattacked themselves. On the flank, here come Colquitt's Brigade. And 18th North Carolina having to turn to face the rush of the Union Army. They've done it. They stood up to them. Colquitt's melting away to the guns of the 18th North Carolina. 51st New York coming over to assist. There's not much left of them. So you can see now the Confederates starting to mass their troops, but will they turn this way? Kind of distracted there by Colquitt's. Will the 51st turn back to the point of contention? Only 16 minutes left in the battle. Union still battle ready. They're about to go engage, but they have a stunning lead early on against this Confederate army. Oh, here they come. They're not waiting. They're going to rush them out. French Legion going for the 8th Alabama, and James Ryan trying to get that flag to safety. Boy, oh boy. It's not looking good for the Confederates, and historically, James Ryan holding the flag as of yet. Can he get it back over the fence? He did. He's not safe yet, but here come more Confederates. Alabama German Legion bringing in the reinforcements. James Ryan did it again. Well done. And now the Union is engaged, but they've got a big lead on the Confederates with only 15 minutes left on the counter clock. Will the CSA be able to come back from this early setback? See, they have now crossed the lane. They're on the Union side. And they're going to try to push down this fence and get rid of the 52nd New York. As the majority of the French Legion moved over, they are now falling back to Hogg's Castle here. And beyond, as the Confederates are pouring in a deadly fire. 8th Alabama, 4th New Jersey. And the Confederates now are in a great position to get this thing back if they push down the fence line. 51st New York with the 18th North Carolina. Let's see what they decide to do right now. Looks like they are aiming up the hill. Don't show a lot of concern about the point at this time. You can hear the bullets whizzing by. Ooh. Got more coming in from the flank. They're not giving up on this flank. They're going to hold it all day. And Colquitt's in the 14th. They're here. 14th's on the other side of the field. It's just got one guy here, but it's like Colquitt's is going to be holding this corner, and they're going to make it hard on the Confederates because right now 20th Georgia, or I'm sorry, 51st New York and 18th North Carolina, kind of stuck between a rock and a hard place. They could easily wipe out the 52nd New York. Well, I mean, that's not easy. They've got the men able to wipe out the 52nd New York here if they would make a charge. That's easy for me to say. I can see that. They cannot. Not from where they are, and especially when they got Colquitt's in numbers behind them. They're going to have to get back over here or they're going to get smacked. So the Confederates in a really tough position. Well done by the Union. And I'm surprised that the Confederates are not playing more aggressive. We usually see this aggressive play out of the Confederates. And what are the New Yorkers and the Carolina going to do? Really taking a lot of hits here out in the open. Not a good place for them to be, and you can see they've kind of finally decided to take the point, but I don't know if now they have the numbers to do it. 12 minutes left in the match, and now they're starting to pour into the point of contention. You can see that blue line bleeding away, but they've got to do it, and they've got to do it now because Colquitt is right on their ass. Well, it looks like they've stopped. So as long as Colquitt doesn't push in, they got a good chance here. See John Beck trying his best. Oh, shot in the back. Oswald, he's a killer. And they're chasing the flag away. You can see the French Legion back in Hogg's Castle. Confederates may be able to do it now. Oh no, Colquitt came in. No, it's 20th Georgia, Jumbo, Canada. Jumbo knows he cannot allow the Confederates to get this point of contention back and give away all that hard work. Less than 12 minutes left in the match. And we've got more Union coming in. That's Colquitt's. Has to be. It is. And we have chaos at the point of contention. Let's watch it. From the Union Army converging on the point of contention, and it was enough. They were able to push the Confederates back across the road. 11 minutes left, and that red line is bleeding away. The Confederates have got to countercharge now if they want to take it back, but that's a whole lot of blue. Here come the 51st New York. Not willing to give an inch. Union making a stand. Will the New Yorkers get assistance? Will they get help? None so far. Oh boy. If the Confederates don't fight together, it's going to be an early victory for the Union as they're trying to get that point of contention back. They've got a lot of blue coats here. Only 10.5 minutes left. On the counter clock, Confederates got a lot of people back at spawn. You can see them raining in artillery. The Union have a strong fence here to defend themselves for the moment. Man, I'm really impressed by how the Union is playing this map. Aggression is the way to victory. And they have really shown it here today. And the Confederates are going to come in again on the Union right flank and work their way up that worm fence. So what do you think, chat? You think the Union's got it in the bag? Less than 10 minutes on the counter clock. Confederates haven't looked super strong all day. Go ahead and throw it in chat. Throw me some flags. Who do you think's going to win? And the Confederates are making a counterattack. Here we go. First one in is dead. Alabama German Legion. You see Private Frogger right up there in front. Tiberius trying to put some pressure on the flank of the Union. They've got a lot of cover here. I think the Confederates are going to have to mass up and go in with the bayonet if they're going to have any chance. Because they are already taking losses. They're about to go to breaking. Oh my gosh. 30 minutes still left on the game clock. Only 9 minutes left on the counter clock. The Confederates are about to go to breaking. Union's going to win this damn match if they don't step it up. And that's easy for me to say. I'm flying in the air. No bullets are going to hit me. But these poor Confederates trying as hard as they can to reclaim the point of contention with less than 9 minutes, and they're about to go to breaking. Now, of course, with the Union holding the point of contention, this gives Confederates more time. Because if the Confederates held the point of contention, go to breaking, and then the Union take it, they just win outright. And the Union are not in any mood to give this away. You can see they have completely massed at the point of contention. Sent the 52nd New York, a small force to hold off the whole Confederate wave. Oh my gosh, here they come, and they're going to be coming strong with the bayonet. Let's watch it happen in real time. You can see it, the Confederates are now breaking. They don't want to go to final push or last stand, sorry. Oh, a massive blast. Confederates patiently, slowly working their way down the worm fence. Let's watch it. The full force of the Confederate Army smashing into the Union defenders. Now they are taking losses, and the blue line is bleeding away very quickly. An impressive mass attack by the Confederates may have saved them from utter defeat, but they're still breaking, and that line is already halfway gone. Wow, this is an incredible match. Both of these Titans just throwing haymakers at each other, but the Union have a strong advantage. They are taking losses, but that blue line is almost full. They've got a long way to breaking, even if the Confederates do take back this point of contention. And actually, I think it bodes better for the Union to let them do it right now, because if the Confederates can take this point of contention back, they're already breaking. All the Union has to do is make another one of those strong pushes, destroy the Confederates, and hold that point of contention long enough to take it and win the battle. So I would imagine that's the strategy right now. But I'm just a dummy with a camera. I don't have any tactical skill when it comes to this game. So we'll see what the boys can pull off here. An impressive response, in my opinion. And now we're back to where we were at the beginning. But look at all of the letters going home to Union Mamas. All right, your mama, boy. Well, they've done it. They've taken back the point of contention. 31 minutes left in the match, and now the Union, if they're smart, they're going to come in force, and they're going to take the whole thing back, and you can see them doing just that. Look at all of the Union going down the roulette lane. Let's go with them. Wow, did you see that blast? Took out the fence, took out some Yankees as well. Hey, you don't want to stay there. Not when you're pinpointed. Our French Legion, fairly new to the UEC. They may not be aware of how deadly accurate these gunners are. Jumbo wasting no time. He's going to take the 20th New York down to the fence line. He's got the flank of the Confederates, but there's a lot of wood between his men and theirs. Oh, he's not waiting behind a fence. Jumbo taking his men out in the street. We march like gentlemen. We die like men. And they are going to throw it in to the Confederates. And you can see the fence line filling up with blue, and we've got another Union company going straight across the field. Is that the 52nd New York? Could be. Confederates are there at the point of contention. Can they hold? 29 minutes left in the match, and this has been a doozy. Confederates not going to let them get a strong point. 18th North Carolina. Oswald bringing the men over. There's Lamel Todd. Oh, Andrew. Shot in the face. And Oswald on a damn killing spree. Look at this man. You can't kill him. Holy shit, this guy's a killer. We've seen this before at Oswald. Did he actually miss? Wow. That's a first. He's got the sword out just as deadly. And so the North Carolinians doing their job, holding that spot, and the Confederates they got the taste of blood in their mouth. Venom, 51st New York, coming across. They have to do damage to the Yankees. Oh, you can see the Confederates no longer taking losses. Oh, that's right. When they got the point of contention back, they got a morale boost. Wow, this thing has totally shifted. The Confederates now have the lead. Amazing. God, you got to love the dynamics of this game. They have really developed this into a wonderful strategy game. And Colquitt's now on the fence line trying to defend the lane. This has really taken a surprising twist, and now the Union, as strong as they've been all day, they are now a little lower than the Confederates. Look at that blue line. Oh, man, this is so crazy. I would have never seen this coming. And the 51st, they know exactly where the Union is. They see the smoke. They're going to find the edge, and they're going to try to hit them on the flank, see if Colquitt is ready for it. We're with the men of Colquitt's brigade. Colquitt's actually were one of those 5 brigades under D.H. Hill who he sent to the cornfield. And this beautiful brigade was chewed up in that corn among the 8,000 dead and wounded in just a few hours in the cornfield. So Colquitt's thinking better of it. Looks like the Confederates way out on the edge, and here they come. And they'll shoot across the lane. More artillery. And this is not a place if you want to survive, and the Union thinking better of it and moving off. Confederates holding him in the corner, doing a lot of damage. Man, this thing is almost neck and neck at this point. An incredible turn of events for the Confederates. Absolutely stunned by how well they pulled off that counterattack, and now the Union kind of on their heels a bit. Hall of Fame match right here. And the Georgia come up at the end of Roulette Lane. If you're the Union at this point, you've got to kill Confederates, get them back to breaking. I did not anticipate them going back to taking losses. I really didn't. I don't know if that bump is new in skirmish, but in the past I don't remember them getting that much of a bump. But I approve. I think that's a great thing to do because it's real, right? The Confederates were about to break, but they were able to push the Union off the point of contention and get their morale back. The men are more willing to fight, and they are fighting their asses off. That is for sure. And now the Union kind of trapped in the corner. Confederates hitting and running, but they've kind of used up a lot of their good men here. 51st New York, the Serpents, there's still a few of them left. Sneaking through the grass, as the Serpents do. And boy, oh boy, I tell you, did I call it or what? When this guy is carrying the flag for the 8th Alabama, they're hard to beat. Confederates now, the point of contention bleeding away. That's going to be decay because they're not directly at it. They don't have to be. They're keeping the Union away from it. That's all that matters. But here they come in force. The Union, they know they got to do it now. They're not winning the battle with the musket. They've got to take the point of contention and hold it. But to do that, they're going to have to push through the Confederates, and Venom going up to the fence line. Once again, he's going to give them more lead. But God, could you imagine? I'm getting visions of Han Solo running into the hangar with all those stormtroopers. Venom and the 51st run up and see just a sea of blue on the other side of the lane, and they're going to pull back. But I tell you, the 51st New York keeping a lot of attention on themselves, and the Yankees aren't really looking at the point of contention right now, and they're got to go breaking. And they're going to go breaking before the Confederates will at this rate. Hager, our boy, the drummer, with the flag. And Jumbo taking a look down the road. He knows he wants that point of contention. But they don't want to lose a lot of tickets doing it. You can see everybody's kind of just holding back, waiting for the end. Confederates really spread out here. They've got a lot on the left, but not as far left now. They're just out in the rocks here. Alabama German Legion. Look how beautiful this game is. If you're new to War of Rights, these are real people, no NPCs here. Buy the game, join up. You can join the Union Army or the Confederate. You can join a real live group. This is as close to reenacting as you're going to get without buying a uniform and a musket. And you want to talk about hours of fun, talk about years of fun. I got this game when it first went on Steam back in December of 2018, I believe. And many of these guys were already here and had been for years. It's pretty amazing. Because when I was looking at this game, I thought, first-person shooters, man, I'll play it twice. But I love the Civil War, so I got on YouTube to find some videos. And General Cody is the guy that I ran into. He's the one that pretty much convinced me to buy the game. Doing stuff kind of like what I'm doing here. I'm just copying what he was doing early on. And now there's other guys doing this kind of stuff too. The Battle Line Network guys, if you haven't seen them, check them out. They do a more competitive style. What I was trying to get done with the UEC for a long time, these guys just aren't into keeping score and worrying about who wins and who loses. They want the event to be, just fun. But I do like what the Battle Line Network guys are doing, and a lot of these guys go over there and they fight in those as well, and they get ranked, and it's really fun to watch. So if you get a chance, check that out. Of course, we have people in the UEC streaming as well. You've got guys like Lost German Souls. You've got Ulti. Those guys stream, so if you want to do multi-streams at the same time, and go check those guys out as well. A rising tide lifts all boats, and we all grow together. So the more we can help each other, guys, the better off we are all going to be sharing this wonderful game. See Captain Ulti there. It sucks that my sound isn't working because I can't hear the guys. I don't really want to get away from the action. We'll do it between events. Venom quietly moving his snakes through the corn. Look at that beard he's rocking today. See, and you guys can tell me more about this. So is this Venom's actual character that he created? Or do you just get this randomly when you come in? Because you can create your own skin in War of Rights now. Your own uniform and stuff. But does that... Oh my god, you see those two guys getting brutalized. Uh-oh, here we go. The huzzah. Confederates are back to breaking. Now they're going to go to the point of contention. This is what they were waiting for, but they're going to be breaking themselves very, very soon. So I anticipate that Union attack coming any moment now. And they're going to start it on the left. Alabama German Legion up there chasing away the flag bearer. And now the Union goes to breaking as well. Less than 20 minutes left in the match. And you see now Venom, what a heads-up play, coming straight back. He knows, he expects and anticipates the attack just like I do. So Alabama going up, destroying that small Union force. Looked like it might have been the 52nd. Oh, we got more Union coming this way. They're not taking the fence. This is an interesting tactic. Let's see how this works out. Typically, you'll see the Union coming straight down the fence line. They want to do it from the hill. Let's watch it from the wide. Here they come, straight down the fence. Look at the coordination. 20th Georgia, Colquitt's Brigade. This is absolutely beautiful. I cannot wait until we can get thousands of players on this game and have a real brigade. Because this is like 2 small regiments together. Now they're just companies, really. But that's cool. That was like 2 companies in a regiment right there. Pretty sweet. And they're going for it. Here they go. Colonel Doug in the van, going for the point of contention, going for victory. Can the Union pull it off? They stopped a little short. Alabama German Legion in the rocks. They're going to make it hard on the Union coming this way. And they're trying to get on the flank. You can see the French Legion using the Confederates' attention on the Colquitt and the 20th Georgia to their advantage. This is a great strategy. They've got a lot of men. Here they come. They're going to hit the Alabama German Legion from behind. Will the Alabama see them coming? They're certainly not looking this way. Let's go with the French Legion. And a large hole opening in the Alabama line. The Union now, a coordinated attack. Here they come down the fence line. Going for the point of contention. Gunning for victory. Here we go. And the Union are doing it. They're flooding the point of contention. You see the French Legion in the background coming down the hill to help as well. The red line is bleeding away from those Confederates. Man, what an amazing battle. Both sides refusing to lose. The Union is breaking, but the Confederates are now back on their heels once again. A stunning comeback for the Union. This is amazing. If they can get the Confederates, oh my God. The CSA has got to come across and stop them. If that blue line gets around, this thing is over, and I don't know that the Confederates are going to be able to do it. So much for my James Ryan theory. The Union about to take victory away. Now the Confederates are trying to get across the lane. But it's almost over. They're not going to be able to do it. This line is too strong. A Union victory. Incredible. Wow. Man, I hope you guys enjoyed that. That was awesome. Look at the damage to the flag. I mean, Union came out strong, pushed the Confederates back. Confederates made a huge counterattack, got their morale up. But the Union made a final push at breaking and just won that whole thing. An amazing victory. Congratulations, boys. All right, if you like that, hit that like button. Consider subscribing. Until next time, my name is Jehovah, and I'll catch you later. Goodbye.